we're back to learning Inkscape, and this time I'm going to show you the basics of creating a Kufic design for text. Let us just use some text. I'll just use be happy. Then create a basic unit. It should be square, so I'll control and drag that. Height and width are the same. I'll use a blue color palette here. I'll copy that pressing Ctrl D. I'll copy that once more. So in the thumbnail I've only used one color, but you can use different hues or shades. It also looks good, so I'm going to show you this. Besides having the basic unit, you also need another unit for the space in between the letters. So I'll size that down holding Ctrl and Shift and give that a totally different color. Now start with these rectangles. Even if you want to use the same color for all of these, it makes sense to have 3 at first, so that you don't get lost here with the size. Just copy them and always press Ctrl D. So in this case I've got 3 rows of 3, so 9 in total. I'll rotate that. I'll simply use the cursor tool for that. I click on it again and then I hold Ctrl and I rotate it. So I use 9 times 9 as a basic size for each letter, and the colors, they help me in finding the right position. Alright, now we need this unit for the space in between the letters. And now you can simply select the first letter, press Ctrl D, drag it to the right. And now let us create an E letter. We can simply do that by deleting some of these rectangles. Then we need the H letter. And again, just delete what you don't need. I put every letter in the same line. Many of these designs have multiple lines, so you could also do that. But I just want to go over the basics here, so I'll put them all in one line. When you've got your letters positioned in one line or multiple lines, doesn't matter, just look for empty spaces. So we've got 2 very prominent ones here between the Y, so the last letter, and the P, the letter right next to it on the left side, and another one between the E and the H. And we can use them to create this typical effect. Then what we simply need to do is to elongate the lines that we have already. So for example here with the Y letter, you can see that I've got the snapping enabled up here and I keep the defaults. So just make sure it's enabled and it should snap the same way as it does for me in this video. Let us continue with the E and H letter. In this case I need to cut the H letter first. When you arrive at this position, we need to duplicate the space unit. To copy the color, just go to Object, Fill and Stroke, copy it right here, so Ctrl C, and then paste it Ctrl V for this space element. And we need the same space element on top of the H. So rotate it, once again holding Control. And we need to adjust the color over here as well. It's the same method. And this is the basic process of creating this effect. As I've said, you can also create it on multiple lines. When you want to adjust it, select one of these elements, then go to Edit, select Same, and Fill Color. You've got them all selected. So I want to get rid of these space elements. I just delete them with the Delete key. And you can use that same method to adjust the colors. So just select one of these rectangles, go to Edit, select Same, Fill Color, and then play around with it. So these basics should be enough for you to experiment a little bit with it and create your own Kufic designs, or maybe it's pronounced Kufic. Let me know in the comments below if you know. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.